I don't actually want to pay for my son's college, but I still opened a 529. Why? Because I'm not really thinking about college anymore. I'm thinking about how to give him a financial head start that most people never get. Honestly, I'm not even convinced that college in the US will make sense 16 years from now. My son, thankfully, has a European passport. Part of me would rather see him study in Europe for a fraction of the cost, or perhaps get a scholarship, or maybe learn through paths that don't even exist yet. Because college in the US has become insanely expensive. Today, getting a 4 year degree in an in state school can easily exceed $100,000. Around 20 years ago, it was closer to probably half that. So if I try to project forward another 15, 20 years, I honestly question whether $200,000 tuition bill will even make any sense. What I do care though is about flexibility, optionality. And that's why I changed my mind about the 529. Because it's not saving for college, but it's to use one of the few tax structures that are available to parents in the US. Because now $35,000 in a 529 can roll into a Roth IRA for your child. So think about it this way. If the market average is around 7% annually, then roughly $12,000 invested today, and you don't have to invest anything at all in the next 16 years, you'll get closer to that number. That's a three times gain. It's wild because instead of trying to predict the future of education, I can simply give my son a financial head start. And honestly, at 20 years old, $35,000 invested is pretty massive, I would say. I probably had $1,000 to my name at that age. That money could become a part of a house down payment, emergency savings, business capital, or simply a huge retirement head start. Because think about it this way, if you try to compound that amount of money over 45 years, so getting it closer to 65, 67 years old, that could potentially become over $700,000 by retirement age without you having to add any dollar along the way. The value isn't just the amount itself, it's giving your child 15 to 20 years of head start on compounding, which would cost me as a parent peanuts. Maybe $12,000 upfront feels crazy. For some, that may be a bonus at work. But putting $100 per month gets surprisingly close to that number of $35,000 over a 16-year period. That's basically a family dinner and two movie tickets. I don't want to overcommit to one educational path, but I do absolutely want to give my son more options in life. And it all starts small.